Beiji. I'm completely alone and I'm bored. So I figure I might as well get on. So I'm gonna wait for some people to get in the chat. Then I'll start talking to you guys. Yeah, say anything you want, ask anything you want. Don't matter. Fully transparent on this channel. You guys know. You guys know. So yeah, sorry about that background. That's the speakers. Hi Jamal. That is not my name. I have a brother named Jamal. That is him, not me. What's up, Omega? You're not quite first, Miki. Where am I? I'm in Whole Foods. Let me show you. I'm in Whole Foods right now. This whole store is empty right now. I'm the only person in it. So I'm out here and I'm supposed to be guarding the store. But obviously, I mean, there's really nothing. Well, I mean, all this is to guard, but like, there's nothing going on. Nothing at all. It's okay. There's better stores in this city. Honestly, I mean, the weather's like really shitty. There's a snowstorm right now. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can see some of that snow on the ground. That shit crazy. Yeah. This door is automated. It's not gonna open. Your dream job? It's okay as far as jobs go. At least I'm not doing nothing really. I'm living in a liminal space. Basically, yeah. Although this store doesn't scare me like that, like an abandoned fucking warehouse or some shit. This store is light work. It's not scary. What am I up to? Nothing. Not to nothing. It's snowing where you are. You must be on the East Coast then. The Northeast, right? Will this snowstorm at least claim some normies? The only lives the snowstorm might claim is the homeless, and it's debatable if you'd call the homeless normies. A lot of them are kind of just so fucked up in the head, you can't even call them normies. It's very sad, though. Very sad. Mex Drago says, I got pneumonia from sleeping near my open window. Realize how easy I can get sick. Oh, you gotta be careful. Have your window shut. Pneumonia is pretty serious, no? What's up, Aviation Daily? He says, Wagwan. Jawal. How is it so hard just to say Javal, guys? It's not that hard. Beautiful Reality says, your previous video about the will was informative. Yeah, I try to be. Would you believe me if I told you I never even read Schopenhauer's writings? Everything I said in that video is, just is me just having an idea about what he means. Like, I didn't actually read anything he really wrote. Aviation says it's Lester. Lester, oh, okay. Yeah, you haven't been on. You dropped off, yeah. Yeah, I mean, my Discord is it's kind of whack. It's kind of dead. You know, you're not missing much. Not missing much, bro. But yeah, I hope you've been good. Yeah, you and Psycho Mine and all the UK guys. I know Psycho Mine's still in my server. He seems to be doing. I don't know if well, but he seems to be getting along. So it says, I just want to thank you for your content. It's make me feel less alone. That's the goal. That's the goal. Glad I could slightly fulfill that goal. You haven't been on Discord for months? Yeah, yeah. Ain't shit really to see on Discord, honestly. Plus they're gonna add that age verification shit. And I know guys like MN Neuropillar's been talking about getting off Discord once they add that shit because it's it's a privacy concern. So Max Drago says I have asthma. I think snow would suck. Yeah, asthma's serious, bro. You gotta be careful. Always keep that inhaler on you. Beautiful Reality says, I guess people who are very self-aware can relate to his ideas. Yeah, exactly. People that, that think deep, they're basically philosophers in their own right. They may not be known or they may not have writings, but, philosophy is just thinking, It's just having your own thoughts. That's pretty much it. Jack B said, Javon, I heard in one of your videos you say you don't think you're talented. Bro, you got the gift of gab. Of gab? You're a genuinely good speaker? Think so? I don't know, I just speak. Javon, is true form in your Discord? I don't think so, no. I don't think I've ever spoken to true form online. I know he had his channel and they took his stuff down, and I hadn't heard about him since. When was that, like a year ago? Yeah, I don't think I've ever spoken to him. Beautiful Reality says, currently I don't even like to talk to other people, like not even want to involve myself in small talk. Yeah, I know how you feel about that. Me neither, honestly. Like, I really don't talk to many people, honestly. And as far as like meeting people in real life and strangers, like I don't say shit to people. If someone comes up to me and says something, like I'll say something back, but that's about it. I don't go out my way to talk to people or anything like that. Except the people that I'm cool with and I know. Then I'll talk to them, but Meg Drago says, talking a lot about certain subjects doesn't mean you have the gift of gab. What is the gift of gab? Depends on how you can talk to normies and women. Javal, how come you're so calm and down to earth? I just think that's probably just my personality, Like, there's just some things about certain people that are kind of innate. Like it just exists there. Like they don't think about it. Life sucks. The one and only Xavier. Oh, it absolutely does. Enlighten the Hermit asks, am I a cashier? No, I'm a security guard. I'm not a cashier, nope. Never have been, never will. I'm grateful that I've never been a cashier. The only other job I've ever done other than security was delivering Amazon packages. That's the only other job I've done. Then the two other jobs, well, the other job I had was security for Target, and this one right now is security for Allied Universal. And they have me stationed at this store always, so. Beautiful Reality says, talking to normies and women are the most transactional and meaningless conversations. Yeah, that's true, bro. That is true. Like, there's some women out there that are, pretty deep and smart and shit, but for the most part, like, I don't enjoy talking to that, gender usually because, I mean, if you know, you know. I don't need to explain. But yeah, normies too. Like even normie guys, it's annoying. It's annoying. They have a few revolving things they talk about, like what's going on in the world right now, or going to work or school, and or what's on the fucking TV and shit. But honestly, like I'm so out of touch from normies and strangers in general because since I work night shift, I barely encounter people. I barely say anything to people most days. So I'm very out of touch with the the normal members of our species. Gift of gab means he can talk about anything. I think yeah, I could talk about pretty much anything that I really know about. If I don't know about something, I can't say much about it. But general stuff, yeah, I could talk about shit. I did not want to be here tonight, man. Like, I called my supervisor. I'm like, yo, I don't think I can make it to work. It's crazy out there. You know what the woman tells me? She's like, we expect our guards to be on post tonight, regardless. I told her, well, it's difficult out there. And let me tell you guys, when I was walking here, I was slipping like fucking crazy. I don't have snow boots, bro. I have normal sneakers. I was slipping all over the damn ground. They don't care though. They don't give a shit. She said, you gotta get on post. Like if you don't show up, we could discipline you, or we could straight up terminate you. So I had to come, And that shit killed my mood. I did not want to be here, bro. Like I don't think anyone else is gonna come here in the store until I would say like 3 or 4 a.m. So I'm just sitting here, bro. Yeah, they don't care, man. Nah. As long as there's a warm body that they could tell their corporate is on the site, they don't care. Is it scary working security? Honestly, no. I haven't had any scares. And I mean, I've worked security for a total of like 2 years. This job is coming up on a year, and then the other job at Target, it was close to a year, not quite a year. You see, the one at Target was way more hectic than this one. But it wasn't scary at all. Like nobody tried to like try me or anything. I wouldn't say it's scary at all. A rude boy says, "Where you at?" I am at 50th Street Whole Foods in Manhattan. Anybody want to come find me? You know exactly where I'm at. Marquise Burton asks, how are things with me and Angie? Me and Angie, we're friends with benefits. We mess around. We talk. She's there, I guess. We don't date no more because Angie she can't control herself. So, she's not girlfriend material, but, I still talk to her. Right now, that girl's in the psych ward. I'm telling you, like, this is what I end up with, women that aren't quite there in the head. Like, literally right now, she's in the psych ward. Brav not sorry asks, no, he says, I hate when jobs say they're gonna discipline you. Yeah, it's like, yeah, am I a child? Like, what? Disciplinary action. All you gotta say is write up or termination. Like, don't act like that. Enlightened the Hermit says your job pays you well. Nope. No. I only get 19 an hour, bro. That ain't shit, man. That ain't shit. Yeah, it's really not shit. I mean, maybe in certain states, but in where I live, it's not nothing, man. It's crumbs. Brave Not Sorry says black pillars would probably make good private investigators. I mean, I guess. You know, how some of these dudes are so obsessed. You know, they be stalking motherfuckers and shit. Some of them, yeah, they would make good PIs. Me, I don't care to investigate shit, so I don't know about myself, but the Rude Boy says, like, where you work, not the literal address. Yeah, well, you know, both. Whole Foods. I work at Whole Foods. Max Drago says, if you want that BPD heartbreak, give me a hell yeah. I don't want it. I just kind of end up getting it somehow. Shit. Why do I work there? Because, I mean, where else am I going to work, you know? Like, I mean, every other job is like, every other low-end, like, low-skill job is like some fucking cashier shit or some stalking shit, some type of slave-type labor, bro. Like, this is one of the few that is extremely chill, because I don't do anything here. I don't do anything. Jack B says, do you see yourself always working security? Honestly, probably. I can't imagine myself doing any other type of work, no. Because, I mean, in other industries and other types of work, you actually got to do shit. Here, I don't do anything. And Rude Boy asks, am I on break? I'm always on break. As long as I'm on this job, I'm automatically on break because I don't do anything. I don't technically have a break, but I don't do anything, so. Setup Chorus says, I'm a black-pilled pilot. What does that mean? What does that mean? You know, Jack B, I would like to ask, you know, what else should I do, you know, other than security? I know there's better positions in security than what I have. You know, maybe someday that I would like to get a better security job, but anything outside security is like, what is there to do, you know? I don't want to do some corporate shit. Some shit that you got to get a degree for, or you got to do like a million interviews for. And then like all the rest of shit that pays around this level, you do more work for the same pay. So it's like, you know? Oh, he's saying he's literally a pilot. Oh. Okay, I thought he was trying to make a metaphor or something. My job is understanding when I can't make it. Lucky you. I hope you don't get in trouble. I feel like the only way I would get in trouble is if I took something from, you know, like if I took one of these drinks or a snack or some shit, like these snacks over here. I feel like that's the only way I'd really get in trouble. Or unless I let someone in the store that's not supposed to be here. That's really the only way. Use your gift to speak to find a way to monetize. I mean, maybe. But what would I speak about that's monetizable? Like do some audiobook or something like that? I really don't know. I think everyone speaks. Like I don't think it's special like that. You know, like everyone can speak. You know. So of course says he flies planes in real life, but he's black pilled. Now, I never heard of a black pill pilot. That's crazy. Cause like usually black pillars, you know, because of their worldview, they don't want to sink all that time and effort into learning something as technical as flying planes. No job is good, irrespective of how easy or difficult it is. Yep. That's why when people say some shit like get a good job, like, what do you really mean? You mean a higher paying job? I mean, I could understand that language. What do you mean by a good job? Why you delete the video about the Viking dude Ragnar Lothbrok? I deleted a bunch of old videos because my channel was on the edge on getting taken down. I didn't like specifically delete one video. I just deleted like a bunch of old videos. And I will say, if you check my bio, there's an archive. One of my buddies made an archive of most of my old videos, not all of them. I don't know if the one about Ragnar is on there. It might be. You could check out the archive when you find time, and it might be on there. How do you deal with the brain rot music? I don't know. I kind of just tune it out. I didn't even notice it until you just pointed it out. Honestly, it is kind of annoying though. I might go in the back actually. It should be a lot less there. A friend of mine works a job that closed during a snowstorm. Yeah, he works a sensible job. Unlike this shit. What do I do on my spare time? What do I do in my spare time? So I browse the internet. I watch shit. Like I've watched a lot of TV shows. I've watched a lot of anime. I'll read manga. I'll play video games. And as of recently, a month ago, I've been dedicating my time to making an electronic music song. Well, I call it a track, not really a song, but yeah, I've been dedicating my time to learning FL Studio and electronic music production, so that's also added to my free time. And what else? Just talk shit on Discord, make some videos, stuff like that. I don't relate to anyone. Planning to be in Alaska alone flying seems good for me. Hey man, that seems like a legit niche to be living. Alaska, that's like a freaking wasteland. I missed the give up on women video. Oh yeah, that one. That one got deleted a long time ago. I think YouTube took it down. I don't think I deleted that one. I think YouTube took that one down. Living off grid would be nice. I agree. I totally agree. Although, for me personally, I would have trouble probably getting certain commodities like food and shit if I were to live off grid. Doomer Dude says, "What's up? What's up, Doomer Dude?" And Rude Boy says, "I ain't noticed you reach 6K subs. I remember when you were at 1K, you getting up there." You see, about that, not really. I got a couple thousand subs because of arcane clips, right? That's the only reason. If I didn't have arcane clips, I might be at like 2K, 3K right now. I wouldn't be 6K. Like I got a bunch of subscribers just from arcane clips. Which is ironic because I actually if I want a chance to get paid by YouTube, YouTube told me I need to take down these arcane clips. So I'm probably going to end up taking them down sometime soon. Like they said like it's reusing content. So if I want a chance to get paid from this, I'll have to do that. But even if I got paid from this, it would be like, what, $20 a month? It's not shit. It's not really anything. Nintendo No Scope says, "Hi, Javal, your base." Hello, Nintendo. Thanks for thinking I'm based. WizDivision. A job is a job. Get the job that pays you the most so you have enough money to live a life that is slightly less of a pain in the ass. I agree. Absolutely, yes. That's how I view it. Job is a job. Nothing more, nothing less, nothing more. Doomer dude. Not gonna lie, I listen to lots of normie music. Some normie music is good. What kind of normie? There's a lot of normie music. There's like Taylor Swift, or there's like Drake, or there's like this fucking ghetto gangsta shit. Love your video about BPD girls. Literally the same experience. Isn't that ironic, right? Ain't that ironic? Also, hope all is well. Hope all is well with you too, bro. I remember you, WizDivision. You helped me out quite a bit, man. I really hope all is well for you too, man. Don't think I forgot. Jack B says, fun fact, Javal, you spoke a lot about Renegade. I went to college with him. What? We spent some time together during my freshman year. Really? Huh. So you must have been like 20 or 21? When you guys met? That's crazy. Did he ever speak about, Black Pill or anything to you? Or did he seem to keep a low profile on that stuff? Doomer Dude says, I still love my metal, alternative, and rock. Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey man, alt rock was my childhood, man. Guys like Linkin Park, 3 Days Grace, Breaking Benjamin. I used to love those guys. I mean, I still fuck with those guys. These days, I more listen to electronic music, but yeah, I fuck with alt rock for sure, and some metal. Like there's this one metal song. I think it's called Sabaton Metal Machine. I used to jam to that shit. And Rude Boy says, "Are BPD girls the wave?" I mean, yeah. Well, when I say the wave, I mean the wave in terms of getting something. In terms of your mental health, no, they're not the wave. I feel like you need to devote lots of time to find good underground music. Yeah, you can't just find it off the bat because the mainstream takes up a lot of the music space. Midwahools asks, is security hard to get into? No, at least not for where I live. I'll tell you how I first got into security. I applied to Target Security out of the blue. I was just applying to a bunch of jobs. I applied to fucking stalker jobs, cashier jobs at that time. Target Security, they I guess they just liked the fucking online interview that I did. We had to record like pre-recorded interviews and upload it to the website. I guess they just liked what I said, and they just said, okay, hop on board. And they literally took me. They were supposed to give me a security license. They never gave me one, ever, because I don't even know why. They just never, like the whole 9 months I worked there, they did not give me a security license. And so, I mean, after that, now I'm working at Allied Universal. I mean, I just applied to Allied Universal. I told them about my Target experience, and they gave me classes to get a security license. It lasted it was like a 2-day class, like a 16-hour class. And I did it and I got the license, and then I started working for Allied. Doesn't seem hard at all. I mean, it's kind of annoying, but not hard. Beautiful reality. Everyone tries so hard to appear as productive or interesting to conform to societal expectation. Exactly, yeah. Everybody's really trying for the same things in this life, Everyone's reaching for the same end goal, the same types of validation, the same types of feeling. Big Talks asks, have I ever tried Normie Friends? When I was younger, like much, much younger, But when I reach a certain understanding around age 18, 19, I mean, first of all, I was never really a guy that had a lot of friends at all. I'm pretty sure all of us had a couple buddies when we were like early teens, kids, early teens. When I started to get in my late teens, I guess I had this one friend. His name was Julian from high school, and our friendship lasted way up until like 2022. He was a good bud. You see, I wouldn't. It's very difficult to call Julian a normie. I would say he's like a half normie. He wasn't like a full normie. Like he could understand like the weirdo side a little bit, but he still was a social guy with like a social life. But eventually even me and Julian kind of just parted ways. And I mean, I haven't really had a real life friend since fucking 2022. Honestly, like someone I legit call a friend. Like I've known a couple guys here and there from work. When I went to Job Corp, I knew a couple guys. Some were cool, but I would have never call them my friends. Like the word friend I use very sparingly. So I mean, I guess you could sort of say I have tried normie friends, but for the most part, I haven't really had any, or really a significant number. Arcane's a good show. It's an amazing show. At least the first season was amazing. The second season fell off a little bit, but still was still a great show. The Doomer dude says off-grid living would be very difficult. Honestly, I do think it would be. Like, I know we like to romanticize it in this community, but it wouldn't be so straightforward. You'd have to set up a lot of shit. You'd have to make sure a lot of shit is in order on your own. Which, by the way, guys, before I read the chat some more, I need to check the door real quick. Because I don't know if certain employees might be trying to get in. I doubt it. And I'll get to show you guys the outside. This is going to be a fucking pain in the ass. Holy shit. Like, trying to get home, it's going to be a pain in the ass, man. It's bad out there. Oh, man. Okay, I'll read the chat. Can you post them on Internet Archive? I'll ask Wonder, because he owns the website. I'm not downloading all that. So it says, I've actually tried living off grid. I understand people thinking they want to live off grid, but it's way more hardcore. Exactly. You got to make sure everything's good on your own, bro. Like, you got to make sure you got that electricity. You're getting food and water and shit. Like, it seems difficult. You ever had to stop a dude at self-checkout? In Target, I did that shit every fucking day. In Target, I used to stop people every day. At this job, for the pretty much the year I've worked, this job I haven't had to stop one person, because for this job they don't make you do that. For Target, they used to make me do that. They used to make me stop people. $20 a month for long length videos. Yeah, ain't shit. Doomer says, I definitely ain't no Swiftie. I do like normie rock, older pop music, and normie metal, Iron Maiden, etc. Some of the EDM I listen to is enjoyed by Chaz and Stacy's. Yeah, that Sabaton song was good. Setup Core X, do you think the BP is more mainstream? So, I mean, sort of. I don't know if I'd say mainstream, but it seems to be getting a lot more well known. A lot of guys are experiencing difficulties in this life. A lot of Gen Z guys, a lot of younger guys, and they're starting to realize certain things, So I do think it's getting a lot more popular. You're starting to see a lot of like terms from the black pill being used, like looks maxing. I know the term looks maxing is pretty much going mainstream for sure. You're starting to see shit like Chud, Doomer, I Word, going pretty viral. So honestly, it is definitely getting up there in popularity. Midwall said I grew up with hip hop. Like most people, I grew out trying to metal and rock changed my perspective. Yeah, yeah, I know. I know a lot of a lot of black people, specifically Black Americans. They grow up with hip hop and shit, and sometimes they don't branch out. So it's good that you go to other genres and whatnot. Jack B said he never spoke much about red pill, black pill, in any specific sense, but he always held those beliefs. Yeah, I understand why he wouldn't want to just talk about them, to people like one on one, especially if he didn't know them well. But yeah, man, like rest in peace to Renegade. It's really cool that you knew him. That's a crazy coincidence. How did you come to find his channel? Did he tell you himself or what? When you get a chance to listen to DJ Tiesto. Okay, I've definitely heard of DJ Tiesto. I think I've heard one of his songs. I think it was called something. I think some dude named Malibu remixed one of his songs, and that's the one I heard. But I definitely know the name. I haven't heard many of his tracks though. I'll definitely look at his album. Just be okay. I got you. Jobs be like entry level to pay is 20 per hour. Yeah, it's a fucking scam. It's a scam. Marquise X, you've always wished women from your past you had the most attraction. It's funny you say that. Probably both BPD girls. Specifically Angie, bro. And Angie's butt is fucking huge. Like that shit. I love that shit, bro. She knows I love that shit. I love that shit, man. She got the fat ass. like the Dominican Latina ass. Wiz the Vision X. Most people have acquaintances. Very few people I consider friends. Exactly. Friends is a title to be earned, bro. I don't just call any and everybody my friend. Like, there's the guys that are cool that you kind of know, and then there's the guys that you talk to every day, and that you could literally call up anytime. You would feel comfortable calling them up anytime and be like, "Yo, let's do something. Let's play a game. Let's hang out." Now that's a friend. That's a friend. Beautiful Reality says, I had only one friend my whole life. I would say, if I was a normie, I would say that's a bad thing, but that's not a bad thing, Like, that's totally okay. Now if you feel like you would like more friends, I guess that's when it becomes like, sort of a bad thing, but the less people you have in your life, the more special the ones you have become, or the ones you had. If you have more friends than fingers, you need to do some reevaluation. Completely agree. Because, the fact of the matter is, most of them aren't really your friends. You just feel like it. NYC is a vibe at night, not during the day. I don't think it's a vibe ever. But I see what you're trying to go for. Gabe, the INFP says it's my first time. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. I'm glad I live in the South. It was 75 degrees. Oh man. Shit, I wish I had those temperatures. I used to have those temperatures all year round when I lived in Barbados, but I don't live there no more. Omega says men are walking away. That's debatable. Like I feel like a lot of dudes on the internet are walking away, but I don't see that. I don't see that happening in real life. I just when I go out, I see normie shit. Normie men doing what they do, trying to talk to women. I don't see that. That's more of an internet culture thing. Honestly, I don't really know if men are walking away. I genuinely don't know. Doomer Dude says, I'm not gonna lie. I glee at these women online crying about Chad or Tyrone. Not giving them attention cracks me up. Yeah, those fucking red pill videos like the Poor Man's Podcast of women crying or Kevin Samuels, shit like that. I don't watch that stuff anymore, but when I used to watch it, it was funny shit. A rude boy asks, "What is Marquise on?" I don't know. Whenever Marquise gets on the stream, he always asking me these specific questions about my taste or my love life. I don't mind answering them though. Bex Strego says, I don't listen to new music. It's all similar. There's the 80s wave music once in a while. Yeah, a lot of new music is just the same shit, rehash. So I definitely understand. Especially certain genres like the new age hip hop and the new age rap. Ando says, Yo Jafar, I enjoy the vids. Glad you enjoy the vids. Very glad you do. I know I started uploading quite a bit recently. I wasn't even planning to upload much. I don't know. I wanted to walk away from ranting, but I can't seem to stop. I wanted to stop ranting, but it's just kind of a part of me now. I guess. Yeah, Big Tall says, men ain't walking away, it's internet. Exactly. That's what I truly feel. I feel like that's one of the internet things, I don't think it's really happening in real life for the most part. I genuinely don't think so. Okay, so I don't see any night shift employees coming in, so it doesn't surprise me. The snowstorm, because of the snowstorm, they put a travel ban, so I don't think any trucks will be coming here tonight. So I don't think I need to even watch the door. Because usually I would need to watch the door because the employees would try to come in at night because they need to unpack the trucks, but I don't think there's any trucks coming tonight. I genuinely don't think there is. Omega says, now that you mention it, I saw men buying flowers. They do that shit constantly, When I worked at the other Whole Foods store, I would see men buying flowers constantly. Like, every few fucking minutes. It's fucking ridiculous. And obviously they're buying them for their wives, fiancés, girlfriends, or just women they like in general. So yeah, I don't really know if men are really walking away. Now, are men waking up to certain realities? Maybe you could say so, but walking away, I don't know. Jack B says, I was part of his inner friend circle. We spent a lot of time together. He was one of the first people I've met there. Ooh. I didn't know he had a friend circle. Just guys, right? Had to be just guys. Damn. I know you must have felt horrible when you heard what happened. Which, by the way, in regards to renegades, are we absolutely sure of what happened? I think we're sure, but I'm just asking you again because guys can say whatever on the internet. The fact of the matter is, I didn't discover Renegade till long after he was gone, so I don't exactly know. A rude boy asks, "Do black people be shopping at Whole Foods?" I see a few black people, but it's mostly white people and Asian people that shop here. But every now and then you'll see black people, but it's not often. Gabe says he's also from NYC. That's dope, bro. Hey, man. Pull up in the server, in the Discord server. Maybe we could meet sometime. I don't know. After this winter shit, though. Maybe during the summer. Doomer Dude says, I mobbed some of these dudes with baddies and height, stature, and face. Yeah, man. You wish you were NT. That's the difference right there. That's the one thing a lot of black pill dudes don't talk about. NT, ND. They don't talk about it because they don't know about it. Or maybe they just don't think it's important, but it's very important, Also, guys, sorry, by the way, I have this tendency that when I'm like talking, I like to pace. I like to pace around. I have that tendency to do that. I'm very sorry. Enlightened Hermit asks, Javal, what do you think about Savvy Guy? I find him entertaining, but he seems to be stuck complaining about the same issues he's had for over 13 years. I don't watch Savvy Guy anymore, man, because it's really the same videos, I don't find it thought provoking anymore. Nothing against the guy, but like you said, he's kind of just, he seems like a broken record, So I don't watch Savvy Guy anymore. I used to. And when I did watch him, obviously, a lot of what he said is indeed true, but I don't watch him anymore. And I wish him the best, I wish him some type of peace in life and whatnot, but I just can't watch him anymore, personally. Doomer Dude says, I'm literally high, mid-tier normie in the face. Well, if you're not out there in social circles or whatnot, then women won't be able to take note of that, Big Talks asks, well, would you ever try monk life? Monk life? What do you mean? Like, I don't think I can go monk. I'm like just abstaining from everything. I don't think I can do that. I'm not strong enough, I'm not mentally strong enough. There's too many pleasures I enjoy to go monk. While Jules asks, is there a Discord group? Yeah. That link should be in one of my posts or on one of my videos. I can post it again after. Should be somewhere. Doomer Dude says, looking at me, you'd think I would be a normie. Once you interact with me, you could tell something's a bit off. Yeah, that's how it goes. I would say I'm similar. I wouldn't say I'm high mid-tier normie. I would say I'm like mid-tier normie in the face, above average height. And the thing is, I don't think I'm autistic though. Like, I'm antisocial, but I don't think I'm autistic. Like, because I'm capable of interaction. Like, it's not like I'm oblivious to it. It's just I prefer not to. Jack B says, found out the same way everyone did. Saw a YouTuber make a video. Literally couldn't believe. Man. And now he's gone, yeah. I'm sorry, man. Shit. So you didn't even know his YouTube channel existed. Well, until you... That's crazy. What is my gamer tag? I don't game on consoles. I game on PC. Gave the INFP being neurodivergent. I can't relate to most people. Even in my own race, my brain is wired different. Exactly, yeah. That's how I feel too, man. And guys like Doomer and whatnot feel the same way, it looks like. Yeah. And that's why it's so important that we try to have our own communities, our own little groups and shit. And where only we can get it. Just Touchdown says Life in Hell Incorporated. Isn't it Life of Hell Incorporated? Jack B asks, how long have I been doing BP content? I started doing BP content in I think it was late 2023 when I started. And yeah, I'm pretty sure late 2023 and whatnot. Throughout the years, the vast majority of my videos just gone. Like the vast majority. Like if all my videos still remained, I would have probably close to 300 videos on the channel. Like I've lost so many videos over the years, dude. What am I supposed to be doing? Nothing, bro. I told you I don't do anything. I'm supposed to just look. As long as I'm in the store and I make sure no one gets in, that's all I'm supposed to do. That's it. Now what sucks is I'm kind of hungry and I can't even order shit on Uber Eats because the fucking weather is so bad that Uber Eats is offline. So I'm kind of like, well, how am I gonna solve my hunger? By taking some fucking buttercups. If I do this, I risk losing my job. I can't even buy it because these shits are closed. Look, I can't log in. I don't know their stuff. I can't even buy anything. It's bullshit. Yo, what's good? VCOT World Mexican Gaming. What's good? Doomer dude, being a brown ND guy is the easiest way to be an outcast. Yeah, at least white dudes that are fucking autists, weird, they seem to have their little groups, Like the whole idea of an autist, like people usually picture like a white dude with like glasses or that's a little weird. Like they don't usually picture some 6 foot black dude, Oh, what's up, Black Hole? Rude Boy says he's getting a security job ASAP. Not all security jobs are this chill, though. The reason why this is so chill is because I'm on the night shift. I'm taking the types of shift that most people won't want to take because if you take the night shift, you don't have a social life. You don't have a social life. Because think of it this way, right? I go to work at 11 p.m. I get off at 7 a.m. and then I got to do it all back over again. So I'm going back to work in literally the same day, right? Because I'm going to get home at like 9 a.m. because it takes me a while to get home. I got to try to sleep. I usually sleep till like 2 p.m. because it's daylight and my body can't sleep for too long for some reason. And then I just got to wait till 11 p.m. to do it all over again. So it's like, it's kind of just like, it's kind of just like a no-lifer kind of job, So it's easy, but you do pay in your sleep and your lack of sleep, and shit. Jack B, I was looking through your archive. I don't know. You remember the video about the difference between the red pill, black pill, blue pill? Oh yeah, that's an old video. Very old. The 90s baby says loser, I word rope, loser. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Probably a troll. Max Drago says, I've never met any neurodivergent people like Mira Javal. Never? I've definitely met a few weirdos in my life. This is probably one of these dudes that I probably kicked from my Discord or some shit because they're trolls, and now he's probably mad. Like there's this one dude, I think he calls himself Bing Gussie or some shit, and he's been trying to get in. He's been trying to troll me for like ever now. Like these dudes, they have nothing better to do whatsoever. They don't got shit to do. Night shift is best for hermits and outcasts. Exactly. Like you got to be a certain type of certain type of person to do this shit. You know, like normal people can't do this, bro. They can't. Some days I'll go without saying a word to anybody, bro. Literally. Some nights I don't say a word to nobody. Normies can't take that. Jack B says, I definitely think I'm neurodivergent to a degree. If you're on here, there's a strong likelihood, you know? And Rude Boy says, night shift security sounds dope. Do you need any background? Probably depends on the company. I know Allied Universal, they hire you without the need for background. Like, I think you just need to have any prior job, and you might have a strong chance of them hiring you. Allied Universal. Now, other companies, I don't know. I know Target will hire security without any security experience. But Target is not easy like this. Target is a fucking nightmare. It's not easy like this. Enlighten the Hermit says night shift sucks in many ways. Yeah, you do lose health. Yeah, you do. Like less sleep, and then there's the feeling of, oh shit, you know, I gotta do this all over again in a few hours. Like you don't get a good night's sleep. You know, a good night's sleep is very important for a human. So I'm kind of constantly running on low battery. Not on my phone, but like my brain is running on low battery all the time. Doomer says, when you hate life enough, thinking about your health goes out the window. True. That is facts. I don't think about it much neither. I've been ordering fucking Popeyes, KFC. Not eating too good, you know? But eating good in terms of filling my stomach, but not my health type shit. Man, this guy is bored, man. Yeah, it sucks. Okay, so what? Gabe the INFP, I work retail right now. Even I'm not highly social. Actually, how do you do that? Okay, there you go. Bored ass motherfuckers, bro. Jesus. Watch them make an alt or something. Oh my god, bro. But yeah, Gabe says he works retail. Huh, shit. Retail. Better than fast food, right? Not that that's particularly good. Jack B. I think baseline healthcare, like hygiene. Yeah, definitely. Like I always make sure I fucking shower and I brush my teeth. I know some dudes don't brush their teeth, and that's very sad. You don't want your breath to be boofing for no reason, you know. Oh yeah, no, it doesn't really faze me much. It's just kind of annoying to see him spam up the chat. Like dudes really think that by calling me a loser or telling me to roll, like that does something to me, bro. Like, you know who you're talking to, bro? These guys have no idea how unfazed I am. So stupid. I know, yeah. Exactly, Doomer, dude. Exactly. I know dudes that asked me one time, "Oh, why would I brush my teeth?" Like, I don't talk to anybody. Why would I? Jesus. Hey, man. You know, as anybody that's on the internet has enemies. Like just by existing, you collect enemies. I don't know how. And you know that just goes to show human nature. It just goes to show human nature in a nutshell. You don't need to do anything to anybody for people to come at you. You don't need to do shit to anybody. Literally. If they disagree with something you say or they don't like your tone or your voice, you know, it's like people just find a reason, man. They find a reason. Type shit. They do, man. My job is just recovery, and I work in women's section. Oh yeah, there's always a lot of girls in a retail store, especially in fucking New York. Whew. A lot of Latinas in these stores. I feel like I see more Latinas than any other type of woman in the city. Honestly. Jesus. Wisdom Vision says haters need to take the advice of Thor's from Vinland. You see, the haters don't have very high intelligence, so they can't even comprehend a guy like Thor's. That's the thing. JE says it's snowing here. You in Baltimore, right? I think so. V Cop says Latinas, yes. So many out here, man. So many. There's so many Latinas out here. You question if this is New York City or Mexico City, honestly. It's crazy. Man, I'm in Toronto. I've been there. I went to Toronto in I think it was 2012. Cool place. Very cool place. I went to Niagara Falls, and I think it was some little coastline that meets Lake Ontario. Gabe says I'm Filipino. Don't see many Filipinos out here. Shit. Mexico City, yeah. That's what it feels like. That's all I be hearing people speaking Spanish more than English, and it's like, what is going on? I'm not on no Trump shit, immigration shit. I ain't on that timing, but I definitely notice the amount of Hispanic people out here. Immigration is dumb. I don't have any problem with anybody from any country coming to anywhere, bro. Like, the fact that people get upset, like personally upset over that stuff, it baffles me, you know? It baffles me. There's a lot of Filipinos in Toronto. Jack B says, "You ever plan on leaving New York?" That's the big question, and I have not an answer to give you. Still, I don't know. Cause I mean, where would I go though? You know, like where would I go? That's my big question. It's a big world out there. There's a lot of places to go and see and whatnot. I know that, but at the same time, it's like I'm used to stuff here. I hate it here, but I'm kind of like I feel Stockholm syndrome. You get called tether before? I don't think I've heard the term tether. No, I don't think I've heard that. 15 people in the chat, but I only see like 5 people talking. Come on now, more people should be talking. Yeah, ask me anything. Who knows when I'll go live next? I may not go live for another fucking 6 months. Who knows? The only reason I'm even live is because I'm like, I don't have shit else to do. If I was at home, I would be fucking watching random videos or trying to progress my song. What's your MBTI personality? Good question. Last time I took one of those online tests, I think I got INTP pretty consistently. Probably took like 2 or more of those tests and got the same INTP. That's what they call Caribbeans in America. I have not heard that term. Wow. Javal, you know Sloth and Juggernaut BP. I've heard of the Sloth guy. He made a video that got pretty viral about the black community, I'm pretty sure. Can't say I watch him much though. The only the channels I watch in regards to like doom and gloom content, I watch Tragic Reality. I watch The Prison Called Life. Every so often I'll listen to a little bit of Benedictine the Truth, like just a little bit. And sometimes I'll listen to Hobgoblin, pretty new guy. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. In regards to like I-word content, like complaining about women and being a loser, like I'm kind of moving past that. You know, like I've heard the complaints too many times. You know, like I don't want to hear the same shit. I prefer content that critiques life as a whole, you know, at this stage, instead of like just focusing on women and stuff. The birth rates are falling pretty much everywhere. Really? I thought third worlders still be pumping out kids like rabbits. I know definitely in first world countries, especially in like South Korea, Japan. Women fought to have men in their spaces. Wait, really? Gabe says I tested INFP. Ooh, just the F different from me. And Rude Boy asks, do I know Hobgoblin? Yes. Yes, I know that his channel. It's pretty new. Seems like a cool ranter. When will the Ghost Files be released? What Ghost Files? Realist Being. I've seen some of Realist Being. He's a bit too schizo for me, but I guess I could see some appeal. I guess I could. Juggernaut BP. Just I don't know him. I don't think I've heard of him. I got INTJ. Ooh, that's another thinking type, personality type, analytical type, babbling loner, Tejana. I used to listen to Tejana a lot, but I haven't seen. I don't think he's been recommended to me very much, so I haven't seen much of him lately. Yeah, I haven't seen much of him, but yeah, he's cool too. Definitely, Tejana's cool. Oh yeah, I forgot. Also, I listened to "Trying to Cope with Reality," Lonely Black Pillar. That's my guy. That's my guy. Me and him, we text pretty often sometimes. Me and Lonely Black Pillar. That's my guy, man. You know, some guys in this space are just very unfortunate, like more than others. And Lonely Black Pillar is a guy that seems very unfortunate, and it breaks my heart because he seems really cool. Hobgoblin's black? I can't believe that. He does not. He sounds like a 40-year-old white man. Have I heard of Mano Higher Highlights Daily? I don't think so. Oh yeah, the other guy, I don't listen to him, but Raymond Thoughts and Mine gets recommended to me a lot, but I don't really watch him. On that archive website you link are most BP. A lot of BP creators are on there. I don't know about most, but my guy Wonder, he listens to a lot of BP YouTubers, and he has a lot of them archived. Pretty sure Tejana's on there. Lonely Black Pillar is on there. True Form is probably on there. Quite a few channels on there that are archived, honestly. So that's pretty sick of Wonder, and I thank him for doing that. Wonder is like the tech guy of my server. So yeah, but it's gonna be a long night, man. This night just started, bro. It's now gonna be 12 a.m. I'm just gonna be just gonna be sitting. Now, guys, when I went in the employees' break room, I saw one bagel in the fridge. Should I take that bagel? Do you think I would get in trouble if I took a bagel from the employee break room? Like, it's just one bagel. You guys think I'd get in trouble? Because I'm getting hungry. Black and Latina women love BWC. Not gonna say sad but true. Asian women are the main lovers. I don't know. I think only certain black women like white men. Like the more whitewashed black women, alternative types. I'm not sure if the majority of them like white men. And Latinas, I could see them going either way. As far as women goes, like the only women I've really been with have been Latina. Jagby says he would have suggested if I could get away with it. I should be able to. Last time I got away with taking some fucking crackers. But I should check that door, shouldn't I? Just in case. Let me do that shit right now. Alright. Same stuff, nothing going on. Okay. And the snow is still falling, and it's coming down hard. Yeah. It's gonna be fucking awful. Oh, man. Yeah, you can't really see many people out here. You know it's serious when you don't see people out here. Because usually there's still people walking around out here a lot. You don't really see many now, all this snow. Do they not give you lunch? No, they don't give me no lunch. You know, they don't even seem to have snacks available. Oh my god, this fucking self checkout just talked and it freaked me out. Like, bro, like this shit ridiculous. I should be able to have a snack or something. Do you watch Chinese Historian? I've heard of the name. Can't say I've heard or seen his videos. Manhattan, yes, Manhattan. Literally like the middle of Manhattan. Literally. 50th Street, yeah, middle of Manhattan. That's where we at right now, man. So hopefully when 7 a.m. comes, that C train is running. So I could just take that shit downtown and get home, because if that shit is not running, I got issues. You know? I'm gonna go in the back. Fuck it. Oh man, these are so tempting. Holy shit. Some fucking salsa and chips. God damn. Oh, you working on 59th Street? That's like one C train stop away from me. That's crazy. I'm gonna go in the back right now. I wish there's a way to turn off these lights. Hold on, there may be a way. Oh, never mind. That controls the upstairs. Alright. I'm finally away from that annoying music. Okay. I get off at 7 a.m. I'm supposed to get off at 7 a.m., but knowing these people, they're probably gonna hold me up till fucking 8 a.m. because someone needs to replace me. I can't leave till someone replaces me, and they're probably gonna take a while. Knowing how they operate. Good thing is, at least I have unlimited water. I got a Monster in the fridge, but I'm gonna wait till like 2 a.m. before I drink that. Yeah, I know, right? It's a very long time. I mean, it's normally an 8-hour shift, but I had to come in early today. I came in at 9:30 p.m. For me, it's 12 a.m. right now. Am I saving money? Not really, to be honest. I mean, honestly, bro, I don't make enough money to save, really. Half my check goes to rent. Like the moment I get my check, half of it already goes to rent. So every check, not just one check. But I could definitely spend my money better. I could. Yeah, I live at home with my family, but the rent is $2,000, okay? And I pay 800, my sister pays 800, my mom pays the remainder. So That's how we splitting it. It's a ridiculous rent price, honestly. Like, there's always room for improvement in terms of what? I wish I had that privilege. No, I would definitely be saving at least something if I didn't have to pay rent. At least something. Ah, fucking hungry, dude. Tell me about it, Omega. It's horrible. And when I look at apartments, studios are starting to run for 2,500 in this city. Like, that's like the starting price for a lot of studio apartments. I'm not kidding. $2,500 a month for a no bedroom apartment. I don't know, dude. And then our wages aren't getting any. They're not. They're not keeping up with the price of inflation. Huh. Doomer Dude asks, do you find it funny when some people claim that humans are evolved? Yeah, I wonder what kind of evolution they're talking about. Clearly, they must mean a kind I don't know about. A rude boy says he graduated with a bachelor's degree, and he's been a neat. Is it because you haven't you've purposely not been looking, or you have, but the job market is just that fucked? Gabe says I'm always on guard when I was. Oh fuck, dude! You just hit some. You just hit a nail on the head. Recently, I didn't feel this when I was younger, but in this city, I've been starting to get a lot more on edge, especially when I take the trains, because there's always someone freaking out on the trains. There's always a homeless yelling or some tweaker freaking out. Like, this city, it makes me on edge now. I do feel really on edge whenever I go outside in New York City now. Being primitive is not a bad thing in of itself. Well, I guess it depends, because like, you wouldn't want to live with primitive tech, you know. But as far as like other stuff, yeah, people are very nosy. They always want to know what you're doing. Oh, you're hearing background music? This song seems pretty cool. I don't know the name of it, but it's going like thrill of it, thrill of it. Anyone knows the name? The radio is just running randomly. I don't control that. Ugh. And then people always want to tell you what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. Like people can't leave you alone, bro. And these fucking normies. Can someone really escape the matrix? Yep, they can. It's called death. I think life would be much better if humans weren't so primitive. It's because of the primitive nature. Oh, when you say primitive, you mean kind of that primal instinct, like that primal instinct to be violent and to fucking to try to hoard resources. Yeah. You wish humans were more altruistic, but less motivated by self-interest. Yeah, absolutely. Couple of beers says greetings, Javon. Love your channel. Thank you. Greetings. I could use a couple of beers right now. Doomer says I'm no moralist, but I wish people were kinder. Shit, I ain't a moralist neither, and I feel the same. The world would benefit a lot more if people just stop to understand others, you know? Normies have no introspection, it's just autopilot. That's what it looks like, honestly. Hard to see it any other way. I'm playing with a magnet and a battery because there's not much else to do. Always used to play with shit as a kid, random objects. Still do that shit. What do you usually do for the whole 8 hours? Well, I'm usually, for the whole 8 hours, I'll usually watch YouTube or something. Listen to music, watch YouTube. Or what else do I do? Sometimes I'll just sit there and just sit there, you know? I'll also like text. I'll text. Like recently, I've been texting Lonely Black Pill a lot these nights. That helps pass the time. Question: before you became Black Pill, did you start off ideological, like believing in fairness, hard work paying off? Before I call myself Black Pill, I never really believed in a lot of the cliches of that society said. Like, I've always been a bit cynical of the world. Like, even before I call myself Black Pill, like when I was age 13 or 14, I was already arguing with the pastors in Sunday school about the Bible and shit. When I was that same age, you know, around that, I was already like looking up philosophy and trying to figure out shit about the universe. So I never really, I can't say I was as like nihilistic as now, but I never really was like a happy-go-lucky believing in like the cliche shit. Never really was like that ever. What happens if I fall asleep? Good question. Right now, since there's no one here, if I fall asleep, probably nothing will happen. But usually when there's people here, like overnight employees, if I were to fall asleep, They'd probably just be like, "Yo, bro, wake up," and I'd probably wake up. Now, if there's some hoes, like if a manager's around, like overnight manager, he might, you know, make a scene about it. Since there's no one here at all right now, if I fell asleep, it probably wouldn't affect me at all, really. When I go home, I'm gonna go to sleep ASAP, man. Shit, crazy. It's hard to find time between all this night shift shit, trying to get sleep, and then focusing on my learning my music production. Sometimes you just gotta push yourself, even when you're tired, to learn shit. Trying to cope with reality is a real one. Exactly, yeah. One of the realest guys in this space. Yeah. Since I found the black pill, I can't unsee it. Because how can you unsee it? Yeah. I like to compare it to like when you know Santa Claus doesn't exist, you can't think he exists anymore because you know he doesn't. It's the same thing with the black pill. Sleep is one of the genuinely good things about life. Yeah, sleep can be amazing, man. Or it can be horrifying. I mean, I usually have more good dreams than nightmares, but sometimes a nightmare can be like the most scary thing ever, the most horrifying thing ever. But most of the time for me, sleep goes well, and that shit is, it feels great. You don't want to wake up sometimes. Make sure to post your song. I definitely will. I definitely will. I mean, I've gotten it to a point where like I feel like I have a general idea of how I should continue it and finish it. Like I've gotten that far so far. So like I got an intro down and a little past the intro, moving into the what I call the pre-drop stage. True Cooperman says I have become a real schizoid. Huh. Gabe INFP says, am I sensitive to people's energy? I don't really think so. I doubt it. I don't really. No, I doubt it. Clairvoyant side says, when the spark is gone from your eyes, there's no going back. Exactly. A schizoid is not the same as an NPC. Schizoid is just kind of done with life. The NPC, the NPC assumes the narrative that he's given about life. The schizoid is just not amused by life. Max Jago says, I could snap out of a sleep paralysis. Huh. I probably have a few times, not often though. Most of the time I can't move, but sometimes it can kind of force your mind. Like if you constantly tell yourself, like, get up, get up, get up. Like you have to get up. Yeah, that's a weird thing. You know, that stage when like you're about to sleep, but you're not quite. You're not. You're still conscious, and then you can't move your body. And then to move your, even to move your arm, you gotta like your consciousness has to like beg your body. Really, just goes to show that we're not our body. Our body is just a vessel. Black Hole says I'm going to go see if I can get some beer. See ya, buddy. Some of my coworkers don't like my introversion. They gossip and talk. Huh. When I worked at Target, I definitely had people gossiping about me too, so I know how that feels. Cause I didn't talk a lot. They would ask each other, "Oh, why is he quiet?" Shit. All you can do is ignore them, honestly. Oh, sorry. I just went to check Discord. I assumed the live would stay on. It actually pauses. I won't be doing that anymore. I don't know how long I'll stream. I mean, I could stream probably talking 4 a.m., but it's like, man, maybe I want to watch some YouTube and do some shit. You know. So now we got 25 people in the chat. Come on, new guys, say something. I know a lot of you are not saying anything. You should be saying something. Tell me something, anything. A couple of beers says he has no friends at work. He doesn't trust his coworkers. Smart. Very smart. What do you mean an IRL streamer? I'm not really a streamer. This is just random. Working in security dangerous? Not in my experience. I haven't encountered any real dangers, even in this city, which is crazy. I mean, a few annoying guys here and there, but honestly, nothing I would call dangerous. Nothing really. Dave Hoggins just says, "Am I?" What are you trying to say? Do I have any thoughts on clavicular? Not many. I mean, it's just some guy. Seems kind of annoying with his looks maxing shit. I don't care about that stuff. A lot of these sensationalist black pill guys, I don't think about them or follow them. Like I remember when I used to be obsessed with guys like fucking Myron and Tate. Now these people don't even cross my mind. Though long about doing security, I was told by someone that's done it before to try to avoid banks and supermarkets. I mean, I imagine if someone were to be dangerously robbing somewhere, it'd be a bank. Well, I'm working in a supermarket right now, and it's very chill. Ugh. Yeah, boys. Just here, man. I at least have a monster to try to get me through like the later hours, but I gotta wait before I drink it. Don't want to drink it too early. They say the what is it? Caffeine lasts like 5 hours, something like that. Well, the supermarket isn't open. I'm here because after they close the supermarket, they want to have a security guard inside to make sure that nothing gets in or no one gets in. That's why I'm here. So surprisingly, they say this shit is gonna be open today. It'll open at 7 a.m., which I'm like, how the hell are you gonna open it when there's so much snow on the ground? Like, what's the point? Like, it should just be closed for the whole day. So I don't know. No, it's not that weird. It's just being an overnight security guard. It's working remote seems better than doing this. If you could stay at home, you wouldn't have had to trudge through fucking snow and slip on your ass or something. Cause I damn near slipped multiple times. Black Hole says I had a nightmare last night. I was in the grocery store and I couldn't keep up with everything. What, like working in a grocery store? Welcome to the club. I'm barely making enough too. I could maybe, if I tried hard enough, I could maybe get a security job that pays like 22 to 25 an hour, maybe, but then I'd have to be doing shit, and it's like, I don't know. Like for this job, if you work this job during the daytime for the Whole Foods, being a security, you have a chance to become what they call the undercover. That's the guy that he wears plain clothes, so he tries to blend in with the public, and he watches to see who tries to take shit. The undercovers, they get paid like 25 an hour. And I mean, if I worked during the day, I would have a chance to become an undercover. I used to work during the day, but I requested them to stop that. To me, undercovers, it's just too much of a hassle. You know, like even though it's a pay bump, it's just too much of a hassle. Next, like I said, I learned at my job recently that ADHD dorks can be NT now because they aren't made of fun anymore. Clarify that comment a bit. I don't quite understand. I'm afraid of going back to in person. I enjoy my semi-neatdom. I just read manga and play gacha games. Yeah, that sounds comfortable. When you get comfortable, like with a certain job, you don't really wanna do anything else. I definitely know the feeling. I'm feeling that shit right now. Alexi Barona. Yes, I did get that alert. Yes. What can I do? All I can do is ignore it because they literally told me that I have to be here tonight. So I'm probably gonna take that big, bro. Like genuinely, like shit. I shouldn't get in trouble for it because what employee is really thinking about a random bagel that they left in the fridge? You know, like it shouldn't be a big deal. Shouldn't. Oh man, it's messed up. They're making you work. Yeah, very. But their thing is, they feel like they have to have a guard here at all times, like even in the overnight. And they told me there's no one that can replace me, so I just hope the person that's gonna replace me in the morning comes early, bro. Cause I don't want to stay here, man. Yep, it is. Yeah. But you know, I'm trying to find ways to try to find ways to cope with it better. And like I've been saying in past few videos, creating shit like art or music, it really helps. It really helps you feel better. That's why I envy the people that made, creating shit their whole life from a young age. My top three life quotes. Well, historically, my top three life quotes have been gaming, anime and animation, and music. That's really been my top three for like the majority of my life. Ugh. I'm gonna drink some shit. Damn, I really will take this. Yeah. I need to find a knife. Knife where, knife where. Or even a spoon. Sorry guys, I'm just looking for some utensils. Alright, I found it. Yeah, I'm dead at this point, bro. This tiny ass bagel. Shit, tiny. Take some of this curry cheese. Apply that. And either in a set. Hey. All right, we back. Okay, Gabe said, my quotes are fitness, food, writing, poetry. You guys call food a cult? You kind of have to eat. But yeah, I definitely love to eat. So I'm eating that bagel right now. It's a calculated risk. Well, I mean, I wish I could have ordered some shit, but Uber Eats is off mine, so. Definitely not. You could work hard at something, you could nurture something. There's no guarantee it'll pay you back. That's great, Mix. You should only watch what you want to watch. But yeah, I might end it soon. I don't have much more to say. Anything you guys want to ask or say before? Killed a good 2 hours on here. It's pretty cool. Nothing, guys? Already ate that fucking bagel. I'm not from New York City, but I live here. I live here since 2014. I've never played a Resident Evil game. That's a franchise I have to start from the beginning. Born in Barbados. You like bagel and cream cheese? Yeah, it was tasty. Hershey's and mixed with milk. That sounds tasty. I haven't really had that, though. I'm not picky when it comes to what I eat. Yep, that place. I was playing with this shit. Some random shit. You know you're bored when you're doing shit like this. Very bored. The machines are making some creepy noises in the background. I like to see like just how close I can get it to where it starts to rise without touching. Oh, can't get it to lift though. No, it's not what I wanted. Question is for me, what am I gonna watch on YouTube? Could watch a show. I'm supposed to be watching Stranger Things, but I kind of don't even care about it that much anymore. I guess I'll finish it. Have you guys ever had a job this chill? Bet not. Oh. Okay, we try from here. All right. I mean, it seems stronger there. But yeah, as you guys can see, very bored. So I'm gonna end it here pretty much. Browse the internet or something. Thanks for watching.